Hi everyone, it's Bee here at Little Miss Bee Crafts. I hope you're all well today. Today I've come on to show you how I'm going to make my February junk journal. I so enjoyed doing this one that Meg organised at Meg's Journal, that I thought I will do my own February one. I have done a list of prompts, and I will do another video where I'll show you the prompts and we'll start. And if you wanted to join in, you can do. If you want to join in along, we can do this together if you want to. But yeah, so I just wanted to come on and show you how I'm going to make, how I made this kind of journal, and I've loved doing it. Like I said, I love the actual, you know, it lies flat so that you can write in it. They're quite strong. You know, they do turn okay. It was easy to make, comes together really quickly, and yeah, I just loved how this one has turned out. And I've got loads of, I'm sure that a lot of people have got a lot of envelopes, and so I just wanted to come on and show you how I made it. And this time for February I'm going to use all my kind of different craft envelopes that I've got. So I've just took out a selection of envelopes from my stash, and for the covers I'm going to use these that are a bit sturdier. Like I said, this one, some of these in here, like I said in my other video, I found the pages a bit too big, something like this. I did fill it, but I just found it a little bit too big for some of them to fill. So I think I'm going to use smaller envelopes for this one. Yeah. So this is going to be the cover. So I've got two that are the same for the covers, and they're a bit sturdier than some of these in here. Some of these are a bit flimsy. So yeah, so I've got two of the same. You can use two different ones if you wanted to, I suppose. But they're my covers, and then I've just got 14 other kind of different sized envelopes. Like I say, some of them aren't that brilliant, they're quite cheap ones, but once you've got your backing paper on and you've got other things on top, these are ones that I found that are kind of a money envelope, I think. You've got that kind of, you know, so that's going to be that way, and I think it just makes it more interesting when they're all different sizes, and then your pages are all different sizes. I've got these other smaller ones, and as you can see, they're all different kind of craft as well. A small square one, a couple of bigger square ones. I also, in the other one, and that's another square one there, I put just some card in, and this is just some pieces of card that I had in my stash, so I'm going to put them in. This is a long one, and that's another one, so about 14, because it's 28 days in February, so you just double it, because you'll get two sides obviously for each envelope, so you'll need at least 14 envelopes, and then two for your base, okay, for the covers. Okay, this one here I'm going to just cut in half, because it's just too long. And maybe not even in half, I might just do one half longer than the other, we'll see. There we go. So I've just cut that more or less in half, so because it would have stuck out otherwise. Okay, so let's get started. So what we're going to do is, for the cover, all you want to do is, can you see where it naturally kind of comes round the envelope? It naturally comes round there, doesn't it? This bit here. I'm going to cut that off. I'm going to start by cutting it down there, so that this is the flap now that we're going to attach. So, like I say, I'm just going to put that, try and make sure that it's quite straight. In fact, I'm going to do it that way, because then I'll know that it's straight, because I think I've actually got my board upside down. I feel a bit thingy here. At least then I can make sure that that is flat up there. Just pull that out a little bit. And the beauty of doing these is, I mean, it is just for me, and it's for my junk journal for February, so you know, if it's just for you, you don't really have to make sure that it's, you know, that everything's perfect, do you? And it's a junk journal anyway, so, you know, they're not supposed to be perfect, are they? Yeah, so this is the flap for this one. Okay, and just see how, I'm just making sure that I'm going to have enough of that. Yeah, that will be enough. I'm just looking at that. That one there didn't look very big, but it probably is just the same as that, as my January one. And like I said, there's not as many days as there in February anyway, so it doesn't really. And again with this one, just taking off. So basically that's all you're going to do with all your envelopes. Just see where, you know, maybe it comes round. You want to have probably, what's that going to be, about 3/4 of an inch to an inch for for this flap here. Okay, so that's all we're going to do, is just cut all these down. Like I said, I have made these a bit different from ones that I have made in the past. I feel like I'm really being a bit cat-handed. That's better. I had my chopping, I had the board upside down. Yeah, so that's all you need to do. Just cut these, just so you've got that, at least that, you know, that bit of a flap to be able to glue on to the other page. I'll do them in a bit. So again, just where it naturally comes round the flap. Sorry, like, yes, what I was saying was I have done, unlike that one, that wasn't very straight, it's a bit thingy, that one, but I'll just do that one a bit better. Yeah, I have done envelope journals before, but I have left this on. If you look on my channel, you will see that I've made some before, but I've always left this on and then just kind of stuck that bit inside there. But it gets a bit bulky then, so I've decided that I will cut this bit off now. So I'm going to do that. I don't want to waste the video just you watching me cut flaps off envelopes, so I shall go ahead and do all these envelopes and come back. So I've cut all the envelopes down. Obviously this one was okay, that's alright to kind of stick in anyway, and you've actually got the sticky tab here. If this isn't, you know, you can take this off, and if it's not going to be, it's quite sticky, you just use that. So yeah, so they don't really need cutting down any more than they are there. For the paper, if you put card in, just plain, you know, if you've got any greeting cards that you want to use up, like for this one, I'll probably cut this down. Okay, and then you just want to then put a flap. You just want to, like you have done with the envelopes, just then score about a 3/4 of an inch flap again. So, you know, that's what's going to get stuck on for the page, and that's going to be your little page to write onto. Okay, so I might do that this way, I think. So, you know, you can do them in lots of different, you know, you can, that's the beauty of why I loved doing this journal, was because, you know, there's lots of different sized pages and papers, and so yeah, so I've got that going that way now, and that one's going to be going that way, so it gives it a lot more interest. Yeah, so that's that one. Okay, so now is for the putting it together. Okay, so what I think I'll do is I'll get the inside done first. So basically all you're going to do is just sort out where you want each one, you know, what you want next to each other. You know, a bigger one, smaller one, that shape, small one, piece of card, bigger one, smaller one, bigger one. I mean, I might have too many here, I don't know. I've got 14 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's 14. I might even put that one in as well. So yeah, so that's it. So all we're going to do now is basically, okay, is just glue and stick them where you want them to go. Okay, so that will go into that one like that. So I'll stick that one in there. Okay, and it doesn't matter that that's going that way and that's going, you know, that flap's going that way. You know, I could always have just, you know, it doesn't matter, does it? Okay, so, and it just goes, you know, you're just putting it, you don't want it to be on the edge really, you want to be able to, you know, open it up. You want the papers, so you don't really want to put it over this edge here of the other flap. Okay, and that can go around that way anyway. Okay, so I'll get I'm going to use my Collall glue. See if we've got some in it, because this will strengthen the spine as well, because this dries quite hard. Okay, again, try and make sure that it's over that line. Okay, but not on the line, so that it can, you know, it can bend. Okay, and then basically that's all you need to do. Obviously if you've got a bigger envelope, you're going to need to put it maybe inside a bigger envelope as well, if you know what I mean. So this one, this is why these ones maybe you could put on the outside. Okay, so put glue on this one here. And that's all you're doing, you're just gluing these into each other. Just make sure I've got my enough. Stay there. Then again, I'm just making sure that that is going to go and it will lie flat. Okay. That's 3 pages done. Like I say, these come together so easily, they really do. You know, just leave that one there. Okay, and then some of them, like this one here, okay, because of that I'm going to stick that one on top of that one. It's not going to go in the flap, and in fact I might put that up there because the other ones are all kind of down there, so I'm going to put that one up here. I mean, if you wanted to put some glue on that one, because you know the glue might not be very good that's on. In fact, I will put some glue because sometimes they're not very good, you know, the glue that's already on there. because at the end of the day we're going to be sticking things on top of these, you know, so on top of the papers, well, I will be, so you know, it doesn't really matter that it doesn't really matter that they're kind of okay. That one can go around there like that, and just make sure that you're not going, where am I, that you're not going to be going past the covers. That just needs pulling up a little bit. Yep. Okay, so I can glue that one. So I'm sure you can see now what, hopefully you can see what I'm actually doing. You know, I am just gluing things on at different levels and things like that, so okay. So you can either tuck the actual page into the envelope, or you can, you know, attach it attach it to the other side of the envelope, kind of thing, if you know what I mean. Like this one, I stuck that one around the side like that. Okay, so like I say, we're going to be covering those anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, so I shall continue to get this middle bit done, and then I'll show you how we're going to attach it to the actual spine. So here's the I've put quite a few of the envelopes together now, and what I've done on two, so I've put quite a few together, and then on a couple of them I've actually this was one of the card, the greeting card, or just a piece of card it was from the craft card, and all I've done is just scored 1/2 inch there, okay, and then I've attached the envelopes to that flap, okay, and then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to attach this. I've done the same with this envelope here, so again this 1/2 inch, I haven't just attached them, you know, I haven't just stuck them inside the envelopes like I did before. I've actually done a 1/2 inch and stuck them so that they've got this kind of binding already, okay, and then I'm just going to stick this one on top of that one there. Okay, no, the other way around actually, I think I'm going to do it. Let me just check, because let me just see what I thought was, is that they're going to stick it. I did have it right there. Yep, that one. So I think what we'll do is we'll stick, no, I'm going to stick that one on top of that one. I'm going to stick that one on top of that one like that. Okay. Okay, so that's going to go. As you can see, I made a mistake there, but I can cover that up when I'm actually doing my book, and I'm doing my journal later, putting the papers and that in. Okay, and so I'm going to stick this one on top of that one. Okay, my glue seems to be getting to its end. I need to refill it. If it'll come out. Goodness me, it really is coming to its end. Wonder if it's got the, wonder if it's glued over. Might help if I pull it out a bit more. There we go. Hopefully hopefully we'll get some glue on this binding. I'm actually filming this a few days after I started it, because I started it and then I got interrupted, and then I've been away for a few days, and then I've come back and I thought I'd better get this video finished and sorted out, because it's going to be, I want it done for February so I can start doing start doing the prompts and stuff for February. So yeah, so if you think, oh, it looks a bit different, that if you think the lighting and everything looks a bit different, it's because it's on a different day. Yeah, so all I'm doing is just sticking this onto that other 1/2 inch tab. Okay, I must admit I've not made this quite as I did the other one. I think on the other one, I think I just kind of stuck the envelopes inside each other like I did, but then I got a bit carried away. So it's principally the same thing. It's, you know, I've just made this a little bit different, but it's still the same. It's got envelopes in it. Yeah. So there we go. Okay. That's quite thingy there. Be fine, because it's going to get hidden with the other spine anyway. Okay, so these were the two front cover. This was the front cover and the back cover envelopes that I did, and I've cut the envelope tabs off again like I did before, and left 1/2 inch here and 1/2 inch, and then I've just joined them to make this spine. Okay, so I've just stuck one on top of the other, and then I'm going to stick the whole thing inside this cover. Okay, and as you can see, some of them are sticking out a bit more on this one. I might leave that, I don't know. I might cut them down. I'll see how I feel once it's all decorated on the front and want to start using it. I might think, oh no, I don't like that. I might want to cut them down. I might not want to, I might like that. Okay, so all we're going to do now is just put some more glue on here. It just doesn't want to come out, this glue today. It's gone quite cold these last couple of days, so I don't know if the glue's, sometimes glue gets affected, doesn't it, by heat and cold and everything. I know last year when it was hot, it did get, the glue wasn't easy to, you know, it did work in a different way. So maybe it's that as well. Okay, and then we'll just put that, so this is going to be, obviously I've just stuck that in there. Okay, so that you don't want it to go over any of the, obviously any of the, just move that there, any of the score lines, because then you won't be able to thing. And then all I'll do now is just make sure that is stuck down onto there. Okay, and all these I'm going to be covering with obviously with pieces of, you know, paper and things like that when I actually come to decorate it and write in it and journal in it. So these will all be, you know, it doesn't matter that you're seeing all these bits of the envelopes, they will eventually. Okay, and there you go, that's your journal made from envelopes and bits of card and things like that. Okay, so you can see inside there like that. Okay, and that's all I did for the other one. And then I'll just decorate the front and put February on there. And then I'll start, obviously once you start journaling in it, you'll start to cover all these pages and things. And okay, so that is basically the base for my February journal. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you followed it. I hope I explained that enough. And yeah, I shall decorate the front, and then I shall come back, show you how I've decorated and what it looks like, and then I will show you the prompt list that I'm going to be using for my February journal. And if you want to, hopefully you will be journaling along with me. So thank you for listening today. I hope you can subscribe. Hope you will subscribe to my channel, because I'll be doing, obviously, like I said, I'm doing more journaling. I'm making junk journals and doing more art, rather than the cards that I was doing last year. Yeah, and hopefully do my sewing Saturday. Okay, so thank you for listening today, and take care. Bye.